Chapter 4 Part B। ਰੁਪਿੰਦਰ ਏਦਾਂ ਹੀ ਨਾ ਜੱਜ ਪੁੱਛਦਾ ਚੋਰ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਕਾਕਾ ਤੂੰ ਚੋਰੀ ਕਿਉਂ ਕੀਤੀ, ਵੀ ਖਾਸ ਕਰ ਸ਼ਾਨੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ 'ਚ ਤੂੰ ਚੋਰੀ ਕਿਉਂ ਕੀਤੀ। ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਜੀ ਬਾਹਰ ਉੱਤੇ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀ ਵੀ ਗੋਲਡਨ ਓਪਰਚੁਨਿਟੀ ਟੇਕ ਐਡਵਾਂਟੇਜ। ਤੇ question number we go back to 6. Which of the following statement about the principle of indivisibility is true? So the answer is number third. In BC there are a number of exceptions to the principle of indivisibility. So there are 10 exceptions we know. So this 10 exception give you at least 1 mark in the exam. This is number third. And then we go to the question number 10. Which one of the following statement is false? Number 1. The principle of indivisibility protects an innocent party dealing with the registered owner of a fee simple interest. That's true. Number 2. The principle of indivisibility extends to charges. Extend means it extends to mortgage. That's false. It only protects the title of the property, not the mortgage. So that's why it's false. Third, a registered owner of property may lose an interest in land, though the operation of principle of indivisibility, though nothing has been done to deserve the loss. Yes, you can even lose your property even though you have done nothing wrong if it's sold by someone forging your signature. Even your son can do it, right? So basically the owner can lose the property. So that's true if it's gone to a bona fide buyer. Number 4, an exception to principle of indivisibility is a lease of 3 years or less where the tenant is in occupation. That's true, but we're looking for false, which is number 2. And then we go to question number 17. In which of the following is not an exception to the principle of indivisibility under the BC Torrent system of land registration? Number 1, lien paid for unpaid paid taxes. That's exception. Public right of way. That's exception. Registered mortgage where the registered mortgagee affected registration by fraud. That's false. A registered claim of builder's lien. That's true. So basically those 10 exceptions need to be remembered. So answer is third. And then we go to the question number 18. Which of the following is not an exception? Same question. Number 1, lien paid for unpaid taxes. True. Public right of way. Number 2, that's true. Third, registered fee simple acquired bona fide for value without knowledge of an earlier fraudulent dealing in the fee simple title. That was not there. Number 4, right of expropriation. That's true. So this is number 3. And then we go from there to question number 22. A clerk in the land title office mistakenly registered a fee simple transfer on the wrong title. With the result of that, lot number 5 owned by Michael was transferred to Scott. Scott discovered this error and instead of correcting the error, he sold the property to another person who was unaware of the clerical error and Scott's dishonest conduct. Michael discovered the error after the purchaser has registered the transfer from Scott. He wants his land restored to him and registered corrected. You correctly advise Michael that. So basically somebody's lot was registered to somebody else and then he sold further and then he wanted to get it corrected. So you advise him what you want to tell him. Number 1, because the situation was caused by clerical error, registrar will correct the register and restore Michael's property to him. That's false. Just only correcting the register, it will not solve the problem. Number 2, the person who bought the property bona fide for value from Scott is protected by BC land title system. As a result, Michael cannot have his property restored to him. That's true. If the lot is gone to a bona fide buyer, now the original owner cannot take it back because of indivisibility. So that's true. So number 3, Michael contributed to his own loss by neglecting to register a lien on his title to indicate to anyone such So lien cannot protect the title. So answer is true. And then we go to question number 23rd. Andrew forged a mortgage. If you forge a mortgage, it is not protected under indefeasibility. So one thing to remember. So highlight forged a mortgage and registered it against the fee simple title of Julia. Without her knowledge, Andrew then went to Handy Dandy Finance Company and sold the mortgage to them. Wendy, an employee of Handy Dandy, searched the title, ascertained means make sure, that Andrew was the registered mortgagee prior to buying the mortgage from Andrew. Subsequently means as a result of, Julia learned of the mortgage when Handy Dandy sent notice to her instructing her to make her payment in future to Handy Dandy. Julia told Handy Dandy that she had never granted a mortgage to anyone and that she had no intention of paying them anything. Andrew is now living happily in Bolivia. Which of the following statements are true? So this question basically means if somebody apply a mortgage on your property, you have no idea. Now the bank send you a letter that pay the mortgage payment. Will you pay? No, you won't pay. But if that guy that guy is living in other country, so basically, so the bank can sue that guy, right? You are not supposed to pay the payment because you haven't got a mortgage. Number one, handy dandy mortgage is protected under the Land Title Act since they dealt with the register hold of mortgage and relied on the register. That's false. Number two, Julia will be obliged to repay the mortgage to handy dandy, but she will be entitled to recover that amount from the assurance fund. No, assurance fund only cover if it is a title, not a mortgage. Number third, handy dandy will not be able to recover the mortgage debt from Julia, but they will be able to recover the amount of mortgage from assurance fund. They cannot get from assurance fund because mortgage is not protected. It's only the title which is protected. Number four, Julia will be able to have handy dandy's mortgage removed from title and handy dandy will have no recourse except against Andrew. Yeah, Julia is not liable to pay the mortgage. So basically, the mortgage company Handy Dandy only can sue the Andrew who is living in Bolivia now. So answer is 4. And that's it for this part.